Welcome back to Behind the Mind, where we decode human psychology and reveal the secrets of attraction, influence, and connection. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most frustrating situations almost every guy has faced at least once: the friend zone. You like her, you care about her, you give her attention, affection, maybe even emotional support, but somehow she only sees you as a friend. The truth is, the friend zone isn't a permanent place. It's a psychological position. And once you understand how the human brain, especially female psychology, processes attraction and comfort, you can shift her perception of you fast. Let's break it down step by step. 1. Understanding what the friend zone really is. Most men assume the friend zone happens because the woman just doesn't like them. That's not entirely true. The friend zone is usually created when she categorizes you as safe. In psychology, this is known as emotional classification. Her brain decides whether you're a potential partner or a companion based on your energy, behavior, and how you make her feel. If you're always available, overly nice, predictable, and never trigger tension or desire, her subconscious labels you as non-threatening, which kills attraction. Remember, attraction isn't built on comfort alone. It's built on emotional contrast, a mix of security, curiosity, and challenge. 2. Why women put men in the friend zone. Women are emotional decision makers. When they meet a man, their brain quickly scans for two things: emotional safety. Can I trust him? Emotional excitement. Does he make me feel something? If she feels only safety, you become a friend. If she feels only excitement, you become a fling. But if she feels both, you become irresistible. Most men stuck in the friend zone are masters of comfort. They listen, they help, they care, but they never make her feel. No butterflies, no tension, no polarity. The psychology here is simple. The human brain gets addicted to contrast. She needs to feel both comfort and a bit of uncertainty. That's what triggers dopamine and makes her think about you when you're not around. 3. The energy shift, from nice guy to magnetic man. If you want to escape the friend zone, the first step isn't to chase harder, it's to pull back. Why? Because your current behavior has already built an emotional pattern in her mind. You're the safe, predictable, always available friend. When you suddenly shift that energy, you become less accessible, more focused on yourself, more selective with your attention. It disrupts her brain's expectation. This sudden change creates what psychologists call cognitive dissonance. Her mind starts asking, wait, why isn't he chasing me anymore? And that confusion sparks curiosity. Curiosity is the beginning of attraction. So, step 1, create distance. Stop texting first. Be genuinely busy. Work on something that gives your life meaning beyond her. When she sees that your attention is no longer guaranteed, her subconscious starts fighting to earn it again. 4. The power of flirtation and playful tension. Once you've shifted your energy, it's time to rebuild polarity. Flirting isn't just about words, it's about energy. It's about creating small emotional spikes that wake her attraction instincts. So, next time she says something predictable, like, I can always talk to you, you're such a good friend, don't just smile and nod. Smirk, lean back, and say something like, careful, that's how it starts in the movies before the kiss scene. Or when she playfully hits you, respond with, careful, that's how it starts in the movies before the kiss scene. This subtle shift from emotional listener to confident flirt reframes your role in her mind from friend to potential partner. 5. Break the predictable pattern. The biggest mistake men make in the friend zone is consistency. The wrong kind of consistency. They give constant attention, constant validation, constant support, and zero mystery. You need to break the pattern. Cancel plans occasionally. End conversation first. Show that your world doesn't revolve around her. Humans, especially women, are psychologically wired to crave what they can't fully predict or possess. When she starts feeling like she might lose your attention, her mind begins to value it more. This is known as the scarcity principle. People assign more value to what's less available. 6. Build masculine polarity. Here's something few men understand. You don't escape the friend zone by being more emotional. You escape it by becoming more polarizing. Masculine polarity comes from direction, confidence, and self-assuredness. You lead. You make decisions. You have boundaries. When a woman senses that strength, her subconscious reacts instantly. It's primal. She feels safe and intrigued. Start making small, confident statements. I'm heading to the gym after this. It's part of my non-negotiables. I don't do late replies. Communication matters to me. Simple sentences like that show leadership, structure, and self-respect, all of which are highly attractive. 7. Mirror her energy. This is one of the most powerful psychological tricks, mirroring. We subconsciously trust and feel connected to people who reflect our behavior, tone, and pace. Start mirroring her, not copying, but subtly matching her speech rhythm, tone, or gestures. When she leans in, you lean in slightly. When she uses expressive words, you use emotional language too. This builds unconscious synchrony, the kind the brain interprets as connection. And connection creates emotional intimacy, the bridge between friendship and attraction. 8. Introduce the element of challenge. In relationships and attraction, one psychological truth stands firm. We value what we work for. If she feels like she already has all of you, there's nothing to chase. You need to reintroduce effort. Compliment her, but sparingly. When she looks amazing, say something like, "You look great, but I'm still not sure if you can pull off that color next time." It's light teasing, a compliment mixed with challenge. It triggers her competitive instinct and keeps her emotionally engaged. 9. Make her feel the emotional roller coaster. People fall for how you make them feel, not just who you are. You can make her feel secure, then curious, then admired, then amused. And she'll associate that emotional variety with you. Laugh with her, tease her, surprise her, but also have serious moments where you share something authentic. When you open up selectively about your goals, your growth, or even your past lessons, it makes her feel chosen. This balance between playfulness and depth builds emotional addiction. 10. The psychological reframe. Let her chase you. Finally, the most powerful shift of all. Stop trying to convince her to like you. Start giving her reasons to convince herself. Scarcity, mystery, challenge, and emotional depth make her feel like she's the one chasing connection. When she reaches out, respond, but don't overdo it. When she compliments you, smile confidently. When she flirts, flirt back, but never act surprised. The key psychology here is perceived value. The moment she senses that other women might notice your worth, her competitive instincts awaken. Women are deeply influenced by social proof. It's biological. If others find you desirable, she starts reevaluating why she didn't see it before. In conclusion, the friend zone isn't a dead end. It's a mirror. It reflects how you've allowed her to perceive you. Shift that perception, and the dynamic changes. Pull back, rebuild mystery, introduce tension, and embody masculine polarity. And you'll watch her energy shift from comfortable to curious, from friendly to flirty. So if you're ready to escape the friend zone, stop waiting for her permission. Start redefining the energy